Hola, clase. So we're getting ready to do lesson 1 in my Spanish lab and the activities that I also asked you to do in D2L. So let me walk you through what you need to do for this lesson. Once you get a hang of it, it will be very easy, and you also, repeat the same procedure for every lesson. So it's going to be a very predictable pattern, and I will go through everything with you so that everything is clear. So if you read here, our due date is February 14th. I ask you to begin studying lesson vocabulary as soon as possible. For this activity, you should use your textbook or your e-text in my Spanish lab. So if you are in my Spanish lab, I did the student view. This is what you do once you follow all of these instructions. Once you tune up your browser, disable the pop-up blockers, set your time zone, and take the tour. Hopefully you only do this one time. Every time you come to my Spanish lab, now that you know that lesson 1 is due on February 14th, all you need to do is click on February 14th to do your assignments, okay? But this is only when you are ready, when you have already mastered the material. I'm asking you to work through all of the tutorials that appear here. Please note that you have tutorials by chapter in here. Notice that if you go to capítulo 1, look at all of the tutorials that you have in here. All right? So do the tutorials. Also, you have the all the material that if you don't have your book, for example, you simply go to the e-text, click on the e-text, and you will have the same copy of your textbook. So do the tutorials, work with the e-text, and all you need to do is just click on capítulo 1 for now, and you will see that you can just flip through all of the pages. The nice thing about this is that, for example, this reading in here, you can go ahead and listen to it. You can listen, you can repeat, you can write this down, you can take dictations, you name it, you can do it here. Everything. Your book is interactive. Now, once you are done with all of the tutorials, all of the e-text, you can even go to the glossary. Notice that you have a verb chart, user guide. There are many resources for you guys in here. So all you need to do is just go to February 14th, and please notice that you have all of the e-text assignments are in here. Once you do this, okay, you move on to 2 pronunciation exercises, and right after that you have the student activity manual exercises. Then once you're done with this, you have your quiz for lesson 1. And these are all the activities that need to be done for my Spanish lab. Now, notice that I told you to go to my Spanish lab, go through all the tutorials, and then do the graded activities. We've covered that. Now, the other thing that you need to do is participate in the discussions for lesson 1. For that, you go here because this is in D2L. So please note that if you're in group 1, for example, you have 3 threads in here. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué estudias? And cultura. All you need to do is click on each one of the threads and the questions that you have, and then you say start a new thread, and just go ahead and answer. All right? Once you're done with question 1, move on to question 2, and then move on to question 3. Okay? So that is all for the discussions. Some students sometimes ask me, why did I get 33 points instead of 100 points? Well, because you only did one of the questions. You have to answer all three in order to get credit for the lessons, okay? And like I said, take the quiz. So if you do everything in this order, first tutorial, work with the e-text, use all of the resources, then do the graded activities, then do the discussions because you already mastered the material, your last requirement will be to take the quiz. I could not emphasize this enough here, that you need to study a minimum of 2 hours a day for a 5-credit class. Please do not procrastinate and wait until February the 14th to do your work. I know you're probably going to be, celebrating that day or not. It's fine, but just try to do everything beforehand. We work on Sundays, Saturdays, our due days, vary throughout the semester. So just if you work a little bit each day, it's gonna be fine, trust me. Try to be on top of your game, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you, and I hope you're very successful in this lesson.